Hey everybody, I hope you're having a good weekend. I've been missing doing some uh, books and birds with Marmi, so I found something new. We're going to start learning something new today. So this is for Will, Thomas, Landon, Hannah, and Jackson. All the little baby children I love. Uh, we're going to learn all about dogs. Going to learn new kinds of dogs um, because we're kind of a family who loves dogs. I think I hope you're going to always have a dog because they make everything more fun. They make things better when you have a dog. So we're going to get started. I'm going to tell you what I can about these dogs. Do you hear Mabel? She's excited that she wants us to learn about dogs, but I think she's kind of saying that she's the best dog. She may not stop barking. I hope she will, but today, these are the new cards that are about dogs, and I'll tell you all about them later, but I want to tell you about the cards. This is the picture. This is the name, British Bulldog. I may not say that whole name because it's really all you need to know is that's a bulldog. And this is the word scrambled. So when you come to my house, I have this little box and you can play the game if you know the kinds of birds they are and unscramble the letters. So that's what the way the cards look. Also, I'm going to tell you if I know anything about these kind of dogs. But let's start. We'll maybe do, I don't know, maybe 15 a day. But let's start learning about dogs. Okay. This Will liked it. Well, he didn't. I don't know if he liked it, but he teased me when I said birds with Marmi. And I thought that was funny. So now we're going to have dogs with Marmi. This is a bulldog. Have y'all ever seen whoops, I'm going to do it this way. Have y'all ever seen a bulldog? Whoops, I had this all set up. That is what a bulldog looks like. And I've known 2 bulldogs in my life, but the main thing about bulldogs is when your dads were growing up and they went to school in Plainview, they were called the Plainview Bulldogs. And so on all their football uniforms and basketball and track, and they were called Bulldogs. Bulldogs look real grouchy, but I've heard they're just sweet as anything. They slobber. They kind of get slobber everywhere. So that's called a bulldog. This dog is called a King Charles Spaniel. Now, I like this picture a lot because when I was a little girl, from when I was 6 months old, like you know that's a baby, right? When I was 6 months old, our family got a dog that looked just like this. They didn't call her a King Charles Spaniel because she was a mix between a Cocker Spaniel and a Pekingese. We're going to learn those too. But this one is exactly how my dog Ginger looked. The whole time I was growing up, we had Ginger from the time I was 6 months old until I was 18. She lived that long, and she was kind of Jay's dog because he was 3 and wanted a dog, but she was our whole family's dog. And her name was Ginger, and she had a lot of puppies. So this is a King Charles Spaniel. King Charles Spaniel. Okay, the next one, and you knew this one was going to be at the top. This is a Westie. I kind of think our Westies are cuter, don't you? This is a Westie. And it's just like Mabel and Lucky. And I've also known some other Westies named Sky and Mac, and I think that might be all. But these are terriers, West Highland Terriers, and they're known for being very stubborn. Has anybody ever called you stubborn? Nah, but these dogs are kind of stubborn. They want to do what they want to do. They don't like to follow rules or follow orders, but they have a lot of personality and we love them. These are Westies. See it? That's a Westie. Okay, the next one has a bad haircut. Look at this little one. This is a Shih Tzu. It's like Toby, but somebody cut all of his hair off. I don't like this picture at all. But y'all remember that Toby, our little beloved Toby, is called a Shih Tzu. And I wish in your mind you would just think of what Toby looks like, because he is one of the most beautiful, beautiful dogs. And they're called, what is it? Shih Tzu. Okay. Next, we have, this is a cousin of the Westie, and it's called a Scottie. Look, he's all black, and look how big his ears are. Scotties are not really good with kids. They're kind of like grumpy old grandpas. They're not real friendly to kids, and they kind of stay by themselves. They're fun if you play what they want to play and you're treating them like you're an adult. But Scotties are not very good around kids, I've heard. I think Jonathan had a friend growing up who had a Scottie, but y'all have to ask him. Okay, that one is a black Scottie. Okay, next, this one looks, y'all will know immediately. Who does that look like? It looks like Shiner. But Shiner is a mix between a Shih Tzu and a Yorkie. This is called a Yorkie. But I think he looks like our Shiner. The only thing different maybe are the ears, but that's a Yorkie. Can y'all remember that? Okay. This one is the only picture they had of a retriever. This is a golden retriever, and it looks like Winnie when Winnie was a puppy. It's a retriever. We also loved Maggie, but that is a retriever. We need a better picture, but when you think about retriever, just think of Winnie. Golden retriever is Winnie. Okay, this one is a dog that Jackson used to have. It's called a Weimaraner. And we miss Wiley, but Wiley's living on a farm running and playing in a fence with another Weimaraner and having he's very happy. But look at those ears. Remember how it feels to rub those ears? That's called a Weimaraner. Next, I love these little dogs. No, I don't love them. Let me tell you why. I think they're very cute. This is a Pekingese. Some people say, yeah, it's a Pekingese. Pekingese. And my grandmother, your great-great-grandmother, named Ruby Mama, had a Pekingese. And that Pekingese had the name of Sissy. And every time we would go to my grandmother's house, she would say, don't touch Sissy, she'll bite you. And so all the little kids were scared of Sissy. And Pekingese have a tail that curls around. And my grandmother would say, don't touch her tail, she'll bite you if you touch her tail. So we had to leave Sissy alone. She was a beautiful puppy, but she kind of made me scared of her because I didn't want to get bit. But that's a Pekingese. Okay, this is the kind of dog that Papa had when he was growing up, but his was black. This is called a Chow Chow. most people just call them chows, but a chow is a very expensive dog, and they can be pretty mean. They have a curly tail too, but they're called chows. They can be black, and I'll tell you a funny story. Used to, you could save these things called green stamps. When you went to the grocery store, they would give you green stamps. And Kenny's mom thought she went to buy him a puppy because he wanted a dog, and she was buying one with green stamps. And they told her it was a Cocker Spaniel, a real sweet little puppy. And then when he grew up, he was a chow. He looked like this, but he was black, and his name was Blackie, and he was mean. He wasn't mean to anybody in the family, but he would chase all the other dogs away, and he kind of got into some fights. But that's called a chow. Okay, we're about through with all the family stories, but here is a German Shepherd. These are the police dogs. Y'all know the police dogs? When they train them, these are one of the smartest dogs there are, and they're called German Shepherds. And policemen use them to help them find people or sniff out people, sniff for drugs or any bad stuff. This is called German Shepherd. Okay. I think this is, if I was ever going to get another dog, I might want this one. I think they're so cute. It's called a beagle. I think Snoopy, the cartoon guy, Snoopy, I think he's a beagle from Charlie Brown, but isn't that cute? It's a beagle. And this is one I like too. There's probably a movie. I'm going to give you a minute and see if you know the kind of dog this is. What's that? I think somebody might have said it. It's a Dalmatian. There's a movie, 101 Dalmatians. And this dog is a Dalmatian. You see them with firemen a lot. Remember I showed you the other one that worked with policemen? I don't know why, but somehow firemen like Dalmatians. And you can see a movie about this one. Dalmatian. This is what a true Cocker Spaniel looks like. Still kind of looks like my Ginger when I was growing up, but that's a Cocker Spaniel. Mabel, come here, why are you barking? I don't think she wants me to talk about other dogs. Okay, this is a scary dog. If you ever see a dog like this, go get around some adults, okay? Because these are not known to be very good around kids. This is called a Doberman. Dobermans are big dogs, and they can run real fast, and you can train them to be really good dogs, but that's called a Doberman. Some people say Doberman Pinscher, but we're just going to remember Doberman. Oh, this next one is cute. It's a Chihuahua. Now, some Chihuahuas don't have any hair, but this, I might be wrong, but Yorkies and Chihuahuas are the two of the very smallest dogs. I think Chihuahuas always weigh around 8 pounds, 5 to 8 pounds maybe, but there used to be a commercial about Taco Bell and Chihuahuas, but I don't know. But that is a Chihuahua. The way it got its name, there's an area or a part of Mexico called Chihuahua. It's a state, and I think the dogs came from there, but it's called Chihuahua. It's kind of fun to say. Let's all say it. Chihuahua. Okay. This next one is a Basset Hound. These are the big dogs you see laying out on front porches if you drive through Mississippi or Arkansas. They're just hounds. That's a hound dog. Basset Hound. I like these. These are called border collies. I believe they work with cattle and keep cows all together. They run a border around like sheep or cows, I think, but they're working dogs. Border collie. Do you have a favorite dog yet? Maybe it's the one you own. Maybe it's the one that's part of your family, but I like a lot of these dogs. This one is called a Shetland. Smaller ones are called Shelties, but this is the dog that was in the TV show and movies called Lassie. A lot of people call these dogs Lassies because that's they made it famous in that movie. But that is a Shetland. Now this dog, I wish you could see in person. It's called a Saint Bernard. It's huge. It's like bigger than all. It's bigger than all of you kids. It's probably bigger than Aunt Annetta. I was thinking because she's not short, but she's shorter. Anyway, this dog weighs probably 100. I don't know, maybe over 100 pounds, but it's a big dog named a Saint Bernard. It's huge. This one is another really big dog, Mastiff. Those are big, big dogs. Like when you look at Winnie, these are almost half again as big as Winnie, bigger than Winnie. I think these are cute. This is called a Husky. Look at the blue eyes on that Husky. I think they're so pretty. Do you like Huskies? This one is called a Greyhound. Greyhound. They run in races, and for some reason I'm thinking of Florida, that there are race tracks in Florida with greyhounds. But they're very big and very fast. But you can tell they're mostly long legs. I don't think they weigh a whole lot because mostly they're just legs. And that's why they're so fast. Okay, we're going to stop with that one for today. And then we will get busy. Tomorrow we'll add some more. And y'all can start learning all about dogs. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.